Yo guys, welcome back to another video. As you guys can see, I'm back. I know it's been a while, been like a year, and you guys haven't seen me looking like this in a long time. So, there's a few things I should probably talk about and let you know what's been going on in my life, why I stepped away when I did. There was a lot of me talking about it through community posts, and I made a couple of videos, I think, where I mentioned some things offhandedly about my interest in the content that I was making and whatnot. So anyway, this is just what this video is going to be, talking about the channel updates, what I've got going on in my life, how we're going to handle the channel moving forward, hopefully in a way that allows me to keep going and not, get burnt out and stop. Because, I do care about this channel, and thank you to everybody who did stick around, by the way. I think the subs went down a little bit. I didn't care too much about that, but we're sticking around 340 subs still. So thank you to everybody who continued to stick around through my leave of absence. I very much appreciate that. So hopefully I'm able to deliver on some content coming to you guys soon. I'm kind of rambling here. Let's start over. Let's just get into it. So firstly, why did I step away? I was getting burnt out with content creation and just the feeling like I had to make a video every time that I read something. It just wasn't something that I was trying to do, and my interest in manga, because that's what the channel was predominantly, was a manga review channel, was decreasing. It was on the decline, given that I had towards the end of my run there, I had started picking up novels, which, full-length novels take a lot of time to read, so there was a lack of balance on my part between my hobbies. I'm somebody who has problems with time management as is, but balancing, I have, I guess, certain ADHD traits that, when I'm into something, I go all in with it, and then whenever I get into something else, my interests switch up, I go all in on something else, which leaves little time for me to be into something else, which you guys will see is a trend, even on this channel. Back when I used to do Funko Pops and stuff, I went hard with that and then got out of it, and then went into manga and then went hard with that for a while. That's just kind of how I am, I guess. When I'm interested in something, I hyper focus on it, and that's what I do. So when I'm no longer interested in that, or my interest is dwindling and I'm picking up other stuff to occupy my time, it just kind of switched, so that's sort of what happened. But I also got it in my head that I shouldn't make book review type content on this channel, which is what I had started doing. If you guys don't know, I started a booktube channel, I guess not this past summer, but the summer before, which saw some mild success, which I'm actually pretty proud of that channel, and I do plan to keep that going as well. But I made that channel as to not split my community. That's not something I wanted to do. There's a reason why people were subbed to me, and that's for the manga review type content, or at least I would think predominantly so, because that was what I set as the status quo. That's what I had come to sort of build my channel around, although I did do various things here and there, but manga reviews specifically was the main thing that I did for a long time. And if I wasn't going to do that anymore, I didn't want to just switch up the content completely and then, leave the community, my subscribers divided and then drive people away. So I just thought, made the other channel. But that's sort of why I had stopped. It was a mixture of getting burnt out with creating content as is, my lack of interest in the subject matter of my channel, and my rise in interest in other hobbies of mine. So I'm back now, because this has been a long time coming, me coming back. It's not something that I'm ever intended to leave as long as I did, but it just ended up that way. Like I said, I went really hard with the novels and stuff. In the last few months, I guess over the summer, I guess it was my lack of time. I had a lot of time, so I don't really know what it was, but my interest in novels has dwindled a little bit. Like, I'm still very interested. You guys can't see it, but I have a whole bookshelf that I've accumulated a ton of books. So I'm still very much interested in it, and it's something I want to continue doing. But I've also gained a recent interest in graphic novels, in comics, Western comics specifically. So that's something I did want to review because that's a new interest of mine, and I thought that it would fit pretty well on this channel. And also a renewed interest in manga and anime as well. So the combination of those things I thought would work pretty well here on the channel. So I didn't want it to just be an otaku reviews kind of channel anymore. I think a good blend of comics and graphic novels and manga and video games, sort of returning to the form of it being a variety channel, which is what I originally intended when I created this channel. So I think this is sort of a return to form, and it won't, limit me creatively as it did before. That being said, as I said before, I have a hard time balancing my hobbies. So I wouldn't, as the viewer, I wouldn't expect to see videos all the time. I'm going to try to be more consistent with content creation, but I'm also juggling the other channel now and the hobbies that come with that, reading and reviewing novels, which take a long time. So I'm trying to be better this year about managing my hobbies, and giving enough time to different things. It's something I'm experimenting with. So yeah, there's that. So if you guys are, missing content by me, in times when I'm not uploading on this channel, I'll probably be uploading on the other channel and vice versa. But I'm trying to make sure that I'm able to stick to both and do a good blend of content. So I'll leave a link to my other channel if you guys are at all interested in it. You can go check that out as well. So next, what has happened in the last year? I'm pretty sure the last video I uploaded was actual content that I uploaded was the July manga haul for 2023. What has happened since then? For a long time, I pretty much completely stopped collecting manga. Thinking about it now, manga is very expensive, and that's another reason why I stopped too, because books, in my opinion, are so much more affordable for what you're getting out of it. You're getting a story. You spend between $10 and $30 on a story that will take you a week or two to read, versus spending that much or more on something that you'll read in an hour and a half. So that plays a part. But regardless, I had stopped collecting manga almost completely. There were some things I kept up with here and there. and some things I would pick up randomly, just like one-off volumes of stuff, like at Second and Charles or something if they're super cheap. One thing that I had maintained was trying to complete singles set of Shaman King, so there were some volumes here and there I picked up of that, but overall I had pretty much stopped. Or it's like certain new releases of series that I love, like Die Dark, or Chainsaw Man, or Colorless, some Dandadan even. But one of the big things that I stopped doing was the hardcovers, so I kind of got out of getting the JoJo volumes and the Fist of the North Stars, the Full Metals, stuff like that, just because those are so expensive. And typically, at least for JoJo and Fist of the North Star, those come out every couple of months or so, so it adds up, especially when I did have other hobbies that I was doing with books and all that. It just didn't fit into my budget. Also, long-running shonen series, I kind of stopped collecting a little bit, that being like Black Clover and My Hero Academia, those two namely, just because I kind of got out of picking up volumes as they come out. I would wait until like an arc is complete and then pick up everything from that arc, and then I could read it all. It just wasn't worth it for me to spend the money every month or every few months to pick up volumes that I wouldn't read until the arc was complete. So even now, there's still, I want to say like 6 volumes or 7 volumes of something of My Hero Academia that I haven't gotten. There was a manga haul that I amassed at the end of my stay over this past summer. I haven't been home, but I did do a manga shopping splurge at the end of September here, and I did use it was a work haul, so it's the last time that I would be able to use my employee discount. So I got a bunch of manga and stuff, and it was super cheap. It was an amazing deal. And I used that to fill in some gaps in my collection that I was missing. And there was some stuff even beforehand, like in the spring of this year, that I picked up. So there's a lot of manga I do have now that I hadn't shown off on this channel, and that's okay. I mean, it's whatever. Whenever I do move, I plan on doing like an updated manga collection anyway. So there's that. But yeah, that's sort of what's been happening as far as my collection. Haven't really been focusing on that, but since like July, I think, I've been getting pretty hard into pause. I've been getting pretty heavy into comics, specifically. Like I said, I think I mentioned at the beginning of the video, Western comics. My boy Alex, or Alex Fricker, whatever you want to call him. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description as well. Check him out. It's kind of started with a conversation with him because he was getting into X-Men, and I followed suit, especially with that new Deadpool movie that came out, an absolute banger. I got super into X-Men, and I'm still trying to get into reading more stuff from it, but also Wolverine. I've always loved Wolverine, but I'm interested now pretty heavily into the comics and all that. And as you guys can see behind me, got the Gwenpool omnibus there. That's the only Marvel omnibus I have. I'll show you guys more of my comics and stuff in an upcoming video. I plan on doing like a comic and graphic novel haul, I guess, which is pretty much my whole collection, because it was very small before this summer. So that's something I've been getting into in the last few months now. So there's that. But yeah, I graduated high school in the last year as well, which leads me to my next thing, is that I'm about to be in the middle of a big move. Currently I live in Florida, and we're going to be, if everything goes well, we're going to be moving to Hawaii. So literally across the country and then some. So that's happening here the beginning of November, if everything stays on track. So that's why I'm sort of limited in what I'm able to do at this time. Once we do move, there's a large possibility that I will be in a hotel again for several months, which, if you guys have been on my channel for a while, that's nothing new. If you guys remember, I think it was 2022, I had to take a break from the channel for like a month because I was in a hotel as well. Same sort of situation, just happens with the military and stuff. My dad is in the Navy, so that's what's happening. Yeah, it's just a whole thing. But with this move specifically, not only is it really far, but the way they handle certain stuff is different. So in order to get into the housing that we're wanting, there's a possibility we'll be in the hotel for longer than a month. It could be anywhere up to like 6 months, which would suck donkey dick, but it's a possibility. So that's why I'm trying to make some content while I still can here this month in October. Also my birthday month. Just gonna throw that out there. So yeah, we got some cool stuff coming. I have a big video project that I'm gonna start working on, I think either later this week or beginning of next week, maybe this weekend. I want to do like a reading vlog challenge sort of video, and you guys will see that when it happens. But yeah, graphic novel, comic haul, that'll be coming soon. I've got some cool stuff in the works, guys, trust. Doing some reviews again. I don't know, like I said, I don't know how much of it I'll be able to get done in the next month. I'm not going to try to go super hard right out the door, just because of, I'm trying to not be burnt out. I don't like that feeling. I like to be able to make content and put my stuff out there. So stay tuned, stick with me, all. We'll make it happen this time around. So that's basically, I've done a lot of rambling this video. I just wanted to let you guys know where I've been, what's been going on in the last year since I'm last uploaded, and what the plans are for the future of this channel. Man, that's about it. So like I said, stay tuned, and thank you all for sticking with me. For those of you who did, I know there's been a slight decrease in the subscriber count. I don't know the exact number, but the majority of you stuck around, which was wildly surprising to me. So thank you all so much. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.